I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
And we're Dad Logic, where we give you affordable men's style advice and our opinions and share our experience along the way.
Today we want to come to you with a video that's quite controversial in the watch industry, and that is Filippo Loreti watches. Any Google search will tell you or will lead you to quickly find results of tons of people hating on this brand. The question is why? Looking over some articles, a lot of people claim they inflate their retail pricing, they questionable marketing tactics by cutting out the middleman, or you can get cheaper, similar watches from China. Some of that might be true, but as two guys who have, between the two of us, six of their watches, I can tell you for the price, the designs are beautiful, the price is fair, and they're really accessible. So we have a couple of pieces here that we want to go over.
One thing I just want to mention is you hear it a lot from Kevin O'Leary, Teddy Baldassar. A lot of what they talk about is go for the dial, right? Obviously, you care about quality movement. Obviously, we're not comparing a Swiss-made watch here. You know, most of these are going to be using a Seiko movement, Japanese movement, automatic or quartz movements. And, one of our big things and why we buy so many watches and why we love them so much is because we're shopping in all different price ranges. And in my opinion, Filippo Loreti really offers you a one-stop shop to get into the realm where you can get a chrono, you can get an automatic, you can get a moon phase, you can get a whole bunch of different styles and not really break the bank. And that's the whole purpose of this channel, is to allow you to buy what you want and have great style while doing it and not break the bank.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's take a popular style here. This is the Escari Monza. I don't know if that'll focus in the lens, but
we'll put the picture up on.
But this is first of all, the colors and the dial are beautiful. It's really stylish. It's made well. I can tell you just from wearing it daily. It's made very well. It's durable. It's not going to fall off your wrist. It's not going to break.
It's a 42 millimeter case. It's pretty heavy too for what it is.
It keeps time perfectly fine. It's got a Seiko VK63 movement. It's got 100 meters water resistance. It's got an integrated strap, sapphire coated mineral crystal, working chronographs. Case thickness is 12.5 millimeters. It's got lume on the hands. So for this price, this was bought with this on a buy one get one free, and I think it was $200.
Yeah, I think we paid right under 200 for both.
So 100 each,
and
right?
we split one, and that's typically what we do a lot. Is whenever they have a buy one get one, we'll just go halves and just split them.
It's a great way to build up your watch collection. Again, for the price, could you go to AliExpress and find something from China for maybe a quarter of the price? Yes, but you're buying from an unreputable Chinese brand.
But a no-name brand. And what Filippo Loreti really has done that I like is they've really marketed and branded themselves well. Just the name in itself, obviously, all of the case backs are pay homage to automobile racing. And, I really don't think it's anything more than just a branding tactic that they took. But I personally like their brand. I like what they do. I like the way they look. And you really can't go wrong. For $100, you get a beautiful watch.
Yeah, agreed. Here's the Eterno Diver. This one's got a vintage style look to it. It's got a green bezel with this cream colored sort of like flaky face in front of it. Sapphire coated glass. This is a NH35 A movement, which is a Seiko movement. It's a workhorse in the watch world. A lot of watches use that movement. Is it the most expensive movement? Absolutely not. But again, I paid $100 for this. You have a high-end leather strap.
I think it's got a quick release band too.
Yeah,
right?
quick release band. Really good finishing on this. Again, I've had this for probably over a year now. I've worn it several times. No scratches, no nicks. It holds up well. I just don't think for the money that you can get beat. I think they get an unfair bad rap because they bombard social media.
I also think they get the movement rep, right? You know, what Movement did to the whole watch market, you know, where they pumped out these ads everywhere. I mean, listen, good for them. They're brilliant. I think what they did, and then they got purchased, which is really the goal of any, you know, entrepreneur or business creator, right? Is to get bought. But I think that kind of put a sour taste because, right? Filippo Loreti, I believe, came out after Movement.
Yeah, they were after.
But again, this is all our opinion, and you guys can decide whatever you think. If you think it sucks, if you think Filippo Loreti's junk, that's fine. I personally think, and so does John, that for the money, you really can't beat it. There is some others out there, but I really have no complaints about any one of their watches that I've ever bought from them.
Yeah, listen, you got to look at the price point, right? They're not charging thousands and thousands of dollars for this. They're charging in the hundreds. There are a lot of times they're on sale. And yeah, that's marketing. They're going to inflate the MSRP to $300 and then give you a deal for $100 or buy one, get one free. If you're a savvy consumer with, you know, a little bit of intelligence to see beyond that and look at the specs and the branding, then I think you're going to get a really good piece for your collection. It's a great way to get into watches. It's a great way to kind of give some diversity into what you wear every day. I think they also get a bad rap because they have this kind of fake Italian heritage. Again, yes, it's Italian branded, but I mean, listen, that's they're made in China. That's fine. So is a lot of things.
Everything.
Almost everything is made in China. The owners are Lithuanian, but they do take inspiration from Italian culture, like the Escari Monza, right? Italian race cars. The name Filippo Loreti, it has obviously an Italian connotation to it. But again, it's branding, it's marketing. I just think they get a bad rap because they use buzzwords in the marketing like disrupt the market, cut out the middleman. Again, you could go to AliExpress and search and find some unnamed Chinese brand.
I think we looked it up before. What did you find? Dom. D-O-M.
Dom.
Yeah.
Again.
And they look similar, but again, if you like the branding and the marketing, which I do personally, I don't mind paying them the money for their name as opposed to save, what, $50 to go get a no-name junk from AliExpress that it hasn't been tried, it hasn't been tested, it hasn't been, you know, proven, so to speak.
Yeah.
So I think really for what it is, you can't go wrong. I thought you weren't going to show this one.
You know what? It was there. Might as well pull it out. I think they get a you know, another knock against them is they say that they're on par with luxury timepieces. Find me a brand in the micro brand world at this price point that's not saying that. They're all saying that. Even some well-known brands are saying that, like Timex. And listen, I have tons of Timex watches too. They make great watch as well. But they're not luxury. Even if you have an expensive one, it's just not luxury. It's not, and it's never going to be. But that's fine. Here's another one. This is the, I'm not even sure what this one is called. I don't remember the name of it, but
that's one of the first.
This is one of the first like ones they came to market with the moon phase.
Yeah, one of their first flagships.
Yeah. Again, you have the engraved case back. Exactly. Even the crown is engraved. This is a lot of detailing you don't see on cheaper watches. A lot of these crowns have an engraving on them with their logo, and you know, those are just some of the finishing details you get. Listen, for I paid $100 and I don't know, just a little over $100 for this.
$129.
Yeah, if I remember that sounds right. Moon phase, day date, blue band, quick release. It's got this blue finishing on the outside. I think it's a beautiful piece. Again, is it a Rolex or a Patek that you know, that it's kind of drawing inspiration from? Absolutely not. But you know, not a lot of people have $20,000 or more to buy a Patek Philippe. So you can get into something that gives you the style that you like, that's made well, that looks great for a really, really affordable price.
Yeah, I mean, here's 4 watches right here, literally for $400.
Yeah.
And if you're anything like us who have dozens and dozens of watches, and that's kind of what we're going to do with this series, is kind of dive into our opinions and you know, our experiences with different brands, you know, more so specific to the micro brands. I mean, now, not to say that, you know, I'm wearing an Omega on my wrist right now, you know, John has a Tudor, and you know, we have dipped our toes into the luxury market, but that's not the purpose of this. The purpose is to show you how far your dollar can stretch, right? You know, and we're titled Dad Logic, and that's for a reason, right? You know, we're both dads. We're both cost conscious. when it comes to our purchases, but we both love to purchase things, material things at all times. I mean, if anyone, John's probably the worst of us, and have to
I do have a bit of a compulsion.
Yeah, and can't stop him. But that doesn't mean that we don't want our dollar to go the furthest that possibly can. And I really think that Filippo Loreti is in a testament to that. Making your dollar go the furthest and getting a quality watch and ignoring everything else that you hear or read about. Just our opinion, and we've proven that these can be great. I don't know.
Tons of compliments on them. Again, watches are expensive, so it's do your research, look at the specs, learn. Quick Google searches could tell you like the materials that they use. Are they good? Could you find something that's made better? They're using, according to their specs, they're using pretty decent materials at this price point. I think it's a really great value for your dollar. So do your research. Don't just look at all the negative. This is guys that own these watches, wear them every day. We get tons of compliments on them. Really, really made well for the price point. I don't think you can go wrong. So that's our opinion. Hopefully you guys like this video.
Let us know what you think about them. I'm always curious to know. I'll be honest with you, there's not many people that I know outside of my circle that even know about this brand. But whenever anybody I know sees this for the first time, they're always impressed with what it is. So let us know what your opinions are and what you think about them, or if you have any experience with wearing them or owning them. I would love to hear some feedback.
All right, I think this is gonna be the end of the video. We're gonna link Filippo Loreti in the description of the video. This way you guys can check it out for yourself. Stay tuned for more content, and appreciate you guys watching. Thanks.
Again, Dad Logic. I'm Ryan. It's John.
See you on the next one.
We'll work on that finish.